Good evening, it's just gone 7 o'clock. This is the Roses Hub with Joel Mitchell and Siri Hamperper. We are live tonight on after day 2 of Roses 2017. What a Roses it's been so far, Siri.
Yeah, it's been hectic. We've seen many fixtures covered today, from the darts going from 11 a.m, still going on now.
Forever, isn't
Forever.
it? Never stops, never stops.
No. And the crowd is going insane.
Yeah.
People are really seeming to enjoy it. We're getting loads of views online as well.
It's a massive hit, yeah.
And we've had the pool being covered as well. Not just the actual pool, but the swimming pool.
In the pool and on the pool table. All kinds of pool.
All kinds of pool. And the water polo has just gone on. We've got the scores coming in. So overall scores so far, it seems that York are still in the lead. 111 points to York and 97 points to Lancaster. So it's still it's close.
And we're stressing all the time it can change so quickly. We've got a busy show tonight. Here's a taste of what's to come. And welcome back. So we're chatting now to Dom Smithies, who is from USU, and you can quite clearly tell he's a white rose. He's sporting one tonight.
Oh yeah.
How's Roses so far for you, Dom?
It's been brilliant. Yeah, the atmosphere has been great. The spirits are high. It's nice to see it being close for now, so everyone's in high spirits. But I'm sure we'll smash it when it comes to the end.
Yeah.
And what have you seen so far then?
So it was at basketball last night, which was brilliant.
Wasn't it? Yeah.
It was. Oh my god, that was so amazing. And then I did esports today, and me and Millie hosted the dance as well. I was just over at an alternative event being organised by Liberation Officers. Liberate Roses, they're just doing some chill arts and crafty stuff with Lancaster's Liberation Networks as well.
Nice.
Nice. What was the atmosphere like in esports by any chance? Was it different to a sport
Basketball?
such as basketball?
Well, there weren't as many people, so but the atmosphere was definitely the same kind of excitement for sure. I enjoyed it more because I actually knew what was going on in esports, but I didn't in basketball. I mean, I get the ball going through the hoops stuff, like, that's easy to follow. But no, esports is my home, so I could follow that better.
Let's chat basketball then.
Yes.
I mean, we were both there last
to
night.
chat about it.
And the tension, because York had a really start early on, and then Lancaster got it back.
Yeah.
York came back in the last minute. I mean, my heart was racing.
Yeah.
Mine was.
I mean, I think there's been a running theme throughout a lot of the things I've been to, and a few of the things I've had the other side talking about of.
Put some esports there.
The esports is happening now. You can watch it on roseslive.co.uk. They're still good. They've been going all day, haven't they?
Bless them. Power on. Yeah, no, definitely a theme of just not giving up, because we've had some tough starts. I was just told about volleyball. They lost the first 2 sets, managed to win the other 3 out of 5. So yeah, definitely been clawing it back in the last few minutes, which is really good to hear.
Yeah, what do you think the overall score is going to be?
Oh, I think we'll smash it. I hope it's close, because as Welfare South, I want everyone to have a good time. But no, I think if I didn't say we can absolutely boss it out, it would kill me. No, I do think we're going to win, judging by how it's been going thus far, and the kind of spirit and motivation from our teams. But glad to see it is quite close and everyone's putting their heart in.
Speaking of welfare, we can't not mention mine. The charity focus this year is on point, isn't it? You've got your little badge out. Just give our viewers a taste of what the Mind connection is to Roses this year.
Yeah, so we're using the platform of Roses. It's the biggest thing USU does and Lancaster does to kind of raise awareness of mental health. The positive link between being physically active and the mental health, and being part of a team, being part of a community. So we thought it would be very touching and appropriate to link up with Yorkshire Mind and Lancashire Mind to raise money and generally just promote mental health in general.
Yeah, I mean, we were speaking a bit about this in the previous shows. We were talking to Fowler, the basketball coach of York, and he was talking all about the mental attitudes and mental states of his players and how he was training them in that sort of sense.
To cope with the pressure.
Yeah, to cope with the pressure.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, it's definitely something that comes up all throughout the year. You've got your assessment stresses students out, and times like this when people are putting their heart and soul into sports, it's a huge part of their lives. So I can feel the stress of it. So being conscious to look after themselves mentally as well as physically is hugely important.
And this isn't your first Roses, so...
Actually, it is.
Is this your first
It
Roses?
is, yeah. So I never went away in first and third year. And in
And
my
you were
second
away
year,
for second year, you were abroad?
it clashed with the Nightline training weekend.
Okay,
So I was away being
right.
trained.
So what's been your highlight so far then?
I mean, I really enjoyed esports.
Yeah.
All throughout my time as a student, I've never seen them actually competing for points. So
Yeah.
it's really exciting to see that it's actually a part of Roses, which is really exciting. And I do think the Liberation officers are doing a great job with the alternative stuff. But basketball, as a non-sporto, how enjoyable that was to
Yeah.
watch was phenomenal. I didn't expect to enjoy it as much as I did. And it
And
was
we have
really
to
good.
shout out Isaac, don't we?
We
Because,
do.
You know, did you see the little free shot last night?
I think that's what turned it round. The mood.
Oh, yeah, the mood.
The
It just
mood
lifted,
just
didn't it?
changed. Oh, it was brilliant. After we had, 4, 5 Yorkies get up and none of them score, and they had a Lancaster person get up and score, and it was one of their sabs.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh no, their sabs are showing us up. It was really awful. And Isaac got up and just did it in one, and we were like, that's what we needed.
He brought
Yeah.
it back for
He
York.
brought it
Alright.
back. He
The
brought it
lucky
back.
Dom,
charm.
enjoy the rest of your weekend.
And you
Thank you so
too.
much on his first ever Roses. We're with the cup in our glass studio. We are live, you can tell.
Yeah.
People are walking by all the time. The photo bomb competition does
still
remain
going
the best
on.
photo bomb you can do for us on this Roses weekend. We've got a day left in this studio. I think one's happening right now. No, they're just walking by.
Yeah.
But yeah, get in touch with us via at YSTV or at LA1TV on Twitter. The best photo bomb. You can come to the studio with the Roses trophy, the 52nd Roses event this is, and you get with me and Siri on the camera,
Yeah.
and we can have a little chat with you as well. Okay, should we recap the scores? Yeah,
Yes,
because as we
let's.
say, it changes all the time. So the current score overall, as we have it, is York 115 and Lancaster 101. As the Beaver was saying yesterday, York Sport Union president, look, it can change
Oh, we've
so
got some more
much.
photo
We have a
bombs.
photo bomb in the studio.
They definitely want a picture with this trophy.
They're begging for the picture of the trophy, aren't they? Should we do a quick cap of, because we should stress actually that there were sports going on last weekend.
yeah.
As well as that. So let's give you a quick rundown of what's been happening so far. So the first ever event was last Friday, the Ultimate Frisbee, the indoor beginnings, with no points, but the first ever fixture this year was a York victory, hopefully a sign of things to come. York 5, Lancaster 4. We had the rowing men's novice, women's senior, men's senior last weekend, and York won 2 fixtures, Lancaster won 2 fixtures on that. And canoe whitewater, that sounds amazing. Canoe polo open, both worth 4 points, and York really hammered it home with that. The men won, but the women didn't.
And now going on to Friday, which was the opening weekend, started off with snow sports from 12 a.m. And that was a Lancaster victory, actually. Lancaster were leading at that point, but York were still throwing some fierce competition at Lancaster. They really kept on fighting, and we saw it from 1 p.m. with the American football. That was a 22 win to York, so they did really well with that. We'll be actually speaking to York American football player later on in the show.
Just a second,
In just a
he's
second,
outside,
actually.
he's raring to go for the show.
Yeah, and obviously we had the hockey going on, and that was back and forth. Sometimes Lancaster was in the lead, then it was York, and finally we have to mention again the basketball, the main
Let's just
event of
contextualise,
Friday.
if you weren't there, Dom said it, the atmosphere was electric, and going into the last 2 minutes it was 47-47. York missed Lancaster missed 2 free shots, and in the end, York got 3 points win, 50-47. We'll recap Saturday in a second.
Yes.
We had some cricket today, and here's a clip from the cricket.
Sufficient of appeal.
So the score is very, very close. To give you a quick overview of what's happening today on the biggest day of sport on Roses weekend, sailing kicked it off this morning, and then we've had sort of the darts going on so far today. We've had the swimming, and we'll give you the results for that. Now you can actually watch the darts at roseslive.co.uk. Commentary too from URY for the basketball. The second team are playing tonight in the arena. Speaking of basketball, Andy Talon and Holly Gilbert were both there with us last night. Guys, the basketball. You were in the crowd, Andy. How was it for you?
Trying to ask questions. I don't know anything about basketball, but I thought it was a good match, very exciting, and York deservedly.
What was it like actually being there in the crowd?
Loud.
Yeah.
Very loud. But it was really, really exciting seeing that home ground support, and then a few Lancaster ones dotted in. But they were very loud as well. There was a lot of support for the teams going on. It must have felt amazing.
Well, actually, where we were, we had York to one ear, Lancaster that ear, so you could really sense how the mood was going from the game by what was in different ears. Holly, you were behind the camera, but you could feel it, couldn't you, last night? You could feel the energy.
Yeah, definitely. I think there was a whole buzz across the whole arena. Even when you guys weren't presenting, as soon as the cameras off you, we were all getting just as involved as the rest of the audience.
There was quite ominous chanting going on.
Yeah. The obvious Yorkshire.
Yeah,
Yorkshire.
Which I'm sure pushed York to that win.
I think it did. Another photo bomb in the studio. Maybe soon for the trophy pile.
Not quite as almost explicit as the last one.
No, well, there's been some explicit ones.
Thanks to you guys instead.
This is your first Roses, guys. So
Yes.
what's been the highlight so far?
Well, I've only been to the basketball. So I'm going to say basketball.
I need to get out more. Holly, what about you?
I'm going to say I really enjoyed doing the VTs and being right in the action of some of the sports like the football, but the basketball has to win just because of the atmosphere.
I feel like if you weren't there, you just don't know.
Yeah.
You just don't know. Guys, we've got a little game for you. So we're saying more than 50 plus sports at Roses. Quite a range of them. So we're going to have a little game with you. It's going to be ladies first. You have to name as many Roses sports as you can. You can't repeat each other's sports or indeed your own sport. Each sport gets one mention. The first person to repeat or to essentially mess up and take too long will lose. And you're playing for pride. So Holly, off we go.
Okay. Archery.
Oh gosh, there's a lot to say. Balloon. Dance.
That'd be amazing, wouldn't it?
That would be an amazing sport.
Balloon race.
Clay pigeon shooting.
Canoe slalom. Slalom.
Okay.
Sandwich, isn't it?
Canoe polo.
Futsal.
Water polo.
Football.
Rugby league.
Rugby union.
American football.
This is an abysmal showing. I'm sorry. I need to remember something. Running.
Dance.
I already said dance.
Can we get a confirmation if
I
the
managed
guys
to win that game.
Oh, I had a whole list.
We'll get our fact checkers on that, and we'll come back to you guys because we don't want to get that wrong. Andy, you've got social media stuff later on, aren't you? How can people get in touch on the hashtag today?
You can hashtag Roses2017. If you've got pictures on Instagram, Twitter, let us know so we can feature on the show.
Yeah, we've already seen some of the amazing selfies that have been hashtagged, and during the opening ceremony, they were so good to see all the videos and the Snapchats that were being done.
Greg's Place, which is literally at the heart of Hes West Campus here at York. They were by the river. It was a lovely night. There was a band on in between. Me and Siri were on there doing the commentary, hyping it up. Great atmosphere. If you were there, I hope you enjoyed it. Now, more sporting action. Let's get some volleyball. Some volleyball action there. Now, one of the big York victories yesterday was York Centurions in the American football. The final score was York 22 and Lancaster 20. We're joined now by Adam Jung, who was a player in that match. Congratulations.
Thank you.
How was it for you yesterday?
It was very good. We played a good game. Lancaster were quite tough, and the game was very close throughout the whole match. But we pulled through.
And from the bench, you saw a lot, I'm guessing.
Yeah, but I did actually get a pitch job, and
The
believe it or
savagery.
not, I did forced a block that allowed Kev, our running back, to score the game.
I thought I'd get that bit in there. You were actually really good friends. I thought you'd get that one in there for you boys watching at home. Give us the training, because I know you've been training intensively the past couple of weeks, haven't you?
Yeah, as soon as term started, we had 2 weeks of literally training every single day, whether it was a classroom session or training on the 22 acres pitch that we played on. It was, 4 or 5 hours a day, and it got quite stressful at times, but,
What was it like in that environment? Were there many people there to support you?
Well, when we started out, there weren't that many, but as we started warming up, a lot of people started to arrive. There was close to 200-300 people there. It was very lively, and the atmosphere was very great.
And your friends were there, your girls were there. Sorry I wasn't there, but the boys were there as well.
Right.
What impact does that have when your friends are there watching?
It really made me feel like I needed to do something to show everyone that, we are the York Centurions and we're going to do what we can to win. And it just brought it close to home.
Yeah. As a season, is it a good end to the season, or have you got more fixtures after this?
We've got an old boys match in a few weeks' time, but apart from that, it has been a very good season. We've got a few losses that should have been wins, but apart from that,
You would say that though, wouldn't you?
Yes, but we beat Lancaster in the regular season as well, which was quite good. So we were very happy to do the double over them this year.
I think you were saying that fixture-wise, York should have won that match anyway.
Yeah, I mean, our Lancaster team, they start off very strong and then sort of, I think they lose sort of pace throughout, and then
Which
I
fits
think
into your match actually, doesn't it?
Yeah, it did actually, because Lancaster were quite good for the first half. They kept scoring points after we put points up on them,
Right.
But then once it got to the last quarter, we managed to score a touchdown and stop them from scoring again.
Final question. We know about the little competition and the little bet you had with the team about the guy if you won he'd shave his head. What's happened with that?
Oh yeah, Dalton. He bet everyone at the beginning of the year basically that if we won Roses against Lancaster, he would shave his head. So last night at the prees that I wasn't there for.
So how did you celebrate then?
Oh,
It was really quite a night in for you, wasn't it?
It was, but he got his head shaved yesterday to complete the bet. I had a nice game of poker
I
last
think
night.
Dalton's actually on at some point tomorrow.
Oh,
He's coming on the show tomorrow, so hopefully we'll get Dalton on.
Okay, yeah.
I
He
was
can
gonna
sport his
say.
new little trim
Yeah.
for us.
Yeah.
I've had a trim,
Yeah.
Dalton's had a trim. Adam, congratulations once again. Thanks
Thank
for coming
you.
on for
Thank you very
today.
much, sure.
And from American football to some dancing.
It's day 2 of Roses, and we're here at Vanbrugh Dining Hall for the dance competition. 2 teams, 5 styles, 10 routines. The York's tap team are on now. Let's see how it's going.
nice dancing action there. Scores update for you then. York 115 and Lancaster 101. They're all chasing that 183.5 threshold to win the 52nd ever Roses, which started back in 1965 with just 5 sports played. It was actually a boat race.
Yeah.
Rowing. Very, very civilised. Forget Oxford and Cambridge, it's actually all about York v Lancaster in the historic Roses. So we're live now on the studio from our nice little glass box. You can actually watch roseslive.co.uk. We have women's basketball and volleyball, and we can cut to that feed now, give you a little preview of that. So that is the volleyball women's, worth 4 points. That's happening right now. We have swimming too, don't we?
We also have footage from the pool. We had the swimming throughout the day, and the men's water polo match has just finished. And now we're on to women's water polo, which is currently going on right now.
And we have some cracking underwater shots. So shout out to the guys who actually managed to get in the pool, set the camera up, because it's a cracking shot as they dive in. Some cracking legs shots. I mean, having swum myself, I know the pressure of the pool. I used to swim at Ponds Forge, and when the water's cold, it adds to that. I know, speaking to some swimmers that I know from my college, Constantine, that pool today apparently is very, very cold. But all the events of swimming are worth 4 points. It's on screen for you now, and we'll try to get some swimmers on the show actually tomorrow. Let's cut to Andy Talon now, who's on social media on #Roses2017. What's going on, Andy?
Well, yeah, there have been a massive amount of people getting involved on #Roses2017, #RosesAway, We Are Lancaster. I actually got a former York alumni, Lancaster alumni, Katie Turnbull, not even at university this year, but my whole afternoon has still been taken over by Roses, watching the YSTV live stream. And we've had a massive amount of action going on at the matches. It's been a really exciting day today. Amy Gibbons saying that the Lancaster goalie in the women's handball actually nearly dropped the ball behind her own line. And in the men's football, the Lancaster striker was actually shown a red card, which Adam Philpott said actually livened up what was maybe not the most exciting game. But a massive contrast. The ladies' twos in the hockey, and they actually managed to draw. In the last minute, the York women actually managed to pull it back and get a draw, 1-1. And the lemon press.
Oh, here we go.
They went to the cricket, and they said, cricket is great. Score unknown, however, I've never been so unhappy to see a kebab van in my life. Bit of Yorkshire staple, sure it's the name Joel would enjoy, because Joel doesn't seem to understand the rules of cricket.
No, neither do you, to be fair.
Neither do I. I did manage to win that game. She did say dance, which I had already said.
Yeah, we can confirm Andy won the game.
We can confirm I did win the game. And we've also had some interesting content on the Lancaster Swing and Polo, saying that there was a massive amount of really great sportsmanship going on today. People supporting each other. It is a competitive event, but it's also to bring us together. It's not the battle anymore. We've moved on a few centuries.
No more
execution
into each other. But I think we actually underestimate the emotions at play here. You know, Arden showed it then. You know, they trained so hard for this, and the basketball was so close. We spoke to Jack Walker.
We spoke to Jack.
Jack was gutted. Like, we can't understand what they feel, really, can we? Because it must be gutting to come so close to victory at the opening ceremony and then to lose.
I mean, I can't understand that. I don't do sports. But I can understand that they really do care about this. They have all these teams, their flatmates are behind them, really wanting them to win. But you've got to remember, even to participate in Roses is amazing. This is a huge weekend. Everybody's coming to support you. And I think the best thing is to just enjoy it. Win, lose, draw, although hopefully York will win. We lost last year, we need this.
We mentioned Lemon Press. They did a little spoof of the YSTV poster.
Did. If anybody's been on ystv.co.uk, you can see a cute little shot of Joel and his background dancers, including me, which was spoofed by the Lemon Press. If you go on their Twitter at the Lemon Press, and while you're at it, at YSTV, make sure you follow us. They did a little bit of the spoof of the arms folded, moody shot.
Let's get the record straight. I did what I was told to do.
Yeah, Joel did what he was told to do. I couldn't. I just grinned like a maniac. Because I looked like a dictator when I was trying to do serious.
We're all looking really serious. Andy's like...
It's like that episode of Friends where Chandler can't smile. I can't do serious. I'm too happy.
Lemon Press was a good history, haven't they?
Yes. Yes.
Election night.
Questionable history of the Lemon Press.
And of course we have the shitty watercolour drawing me in series.
They did a really, not particularly lifelike cartoon, but really beautiful.
I will say that.
I'm sure something.
Okay, so hashtag Roses 2017 is how you can get in touch. Let's just give you some instant updates. University Challenge Open is taking place. Lancaster get in on a politics question. They gain 1 correct bonus answer. The score 175 to 60. The audience amused by some questions surrounding drink mixing. There is a social side of Roses. We've got some happy guests outside the studio today, walking by our glass studio. Everyone's getting a bit bebbed, aren't they?
Yeah, they are. I mean, why not? It's such a great weekend, and especially when you've got so much excitement going on with all these fixtures, why not have a bit of a bed?
Absolutely. A great place for a drink is actually the darts. I think we can bring you a stream of the darts now to show you. It's been going on all day. The darts, you can watch it live on roseslive.co.uk. It's our stream too, and we can have some football action from today now as well.
Really good game today actually. It's nice that postgrads are featured in Roses as well. Either team could have won, ended 1-1 draw, but you know, both had multiple chances. And yeah, everyone loves a bit of Roses spirit, including postgrads, so that's why it's been involved. Cheers. Cheers.
You defended really well today, No, it was a great game to play. It was such an honor to play for University of York, and the game was really tough, but we managed to grab a point from it. So I think it's kind of a welcome development for a collaboration between the two universities. Yeah, thank you.
To support my friends playing football and rugby.
How's the game going?
It's going good. It's a drawing so far, so it's been quite an intense game. Hopefully we'll get the upper hand at the end, but time's running out.
Oh shit.
Thank you for coming back to us. So we've got a general score update now. York is still in the lead, 115 points to York and 101 points to Lancaster.
Yeah, York edging closer to that 183.5 threshold. We should say we are broadcasting live on roseslive.co.uk. It's a massive effort this. YSTV are hosting, LA1 TV are joining us as they do for every Roses, home or away. LSU TV have got on board, they're from Loughborough. LS TV from Leeds, we have some guys from Sheffield at Forge TV, and at Nasta as well. In terms of the commentaries, URY are covering the women's basketball in the arena right now. You can listen to that on roseslive.co.uk. Imagine if the hype was as good as last night in there.
Oh, I can only imagine. I mean, I think it will be. I think the atmosphere at any of these Roses events will be immense.
Yeah.
From home supporters and even away supporters. I know there have been so many people from Lancaster who have travelled up here just to support their university.
And this morning we had an American cheerleader who was amazed that basketball was the sport.
Yeah.
Like Isaac Beaver, who's our union president for sport this year, was saying I want to do things differently, and he's definitely delivered on that because basketball went down a tree and everyone was a bit like, is it going to work? But it sure did, didn't it?
Yeah, and even having stuff like cheerleading as a point-scoring fixture, that's something that's new. It's just been introduced. I think it just shows the inclusivity that Isaac mentioned, that he's really trying to get for this year's Roses.
Yeah, and Isaac's done a great job. So just to be clear, you can go on roseslive.co.uk. You can listen to commentary on the basketball. Barrack FM, which is the Lancaster student radio station, are covering the women's pool. On TV, you can watch the men's first in the darts. Isaac played in that earlier on. I think he won his match. Fingers crossed he did. Women's water polo is on there as well. Women's basketball, you can watch and listen to it if you want. Volleyball men's online as well. Esports and this show, which is now called apparently Saturday Night Live. Let's now go to a clip from the table tennis, which is Isaac Beaver's main sport. There. Now, we have some guests on tonight. We often have to find guests. Some guests, though, love the attention. Tom and Douglas, that is you, isn't it?
Are these on?
They're on?
Yeah. He's doing his Stevie Wonder impression right now.
Mate, that's... come on.
If people all number one, you look at the presenters.
Oh, sorry.
Yes. It's a conversation.
I've not been on TV before.
It's a conversation. Oh, you should have been on before. You're amazing.
So yeah, basically, I actually did an interview on the radio earlier, and they said I was really coherent and actually should be a radio host, so they said come on to the TV.
Were the words space for radio used in that, or...?
No, they were just saying, actually, we've got some hosts, they're all right, but I think you could up their game a bit, give them a bit of challenge.
So you're here to replace us?
No, I'm here to challenge you to arrange your games.
Okay,
yeah.
I'm really scared.
I feel challenged.
Is anyone watching this, by the way?
Yes.
Yes?
Yes.
Hi guys, to all the fans out there. Sorry, Karen, you're
You can give a shout out to your mum if you want.
You're both York alumni. Just tell us your involvement with Roses in the past.
Shall I start?
I'll start actually. I'll start. So, yeah, basically, so anyone who's overweight and has not got the capacity to run for 80 minutes plays for the second or third team. So I was the second team captain for quite a while in Roses, and rugby. And yeah, basically, I looked up to Tom for quite a lot of my life, and I'll probably leave it to you actually afterwards. Inspirational, to be honest.
Tom,
you go.
So I'll give you a bit of history on this. So I don't know how much you guys know about Roses, because I think you're maybe quite fresh to the university, is that right?
Well, Siri's from Lancaster.
Yeah, I'm in second year. This is my second.
Oh my god, get out! So, Job, you're what?
York.
You're first year though?
Yeah.
You're very confident for a first year.
Thank you.
You can have a great career in media. Anyway.
I hope so. Thank you.
So yeah, 2 years ago, I graduated 2 years ago, I joined York. I didn't really want to come to York, but I ended up here.
Why?
Well, I tried to go to Oxford and they didn't like me, so I didn't go away.
Were you just too funny?
No, I was really shit at the interview. As I'm showing you now, I was very similar to this.
Apologies you offended by the swearing.
I apologise. I'll do public apologies.
So you're at York.
So I was at York
2 years ago.
So basically, I was the captain of my final year of university, and I don't know if you know, but the rugby is it's a big part of Roses. As much as it should be, it's a big part of Roses. We'd had a tough year. I won't tell you how many games we won.
Okay.
We didn't win any games.
It's a whitewash.
Don't spoilers. So it got to Roses. I was captain, picked the teams. Third team won, second team won. Sunday afternoon at 4 o'clock on 22 acres, and I couldn't eat breakfast that morning. Because we'd lost the whitewash the year before, and the whitewash is a big deal for the club. It's a big deal.
So you're here to challenge us, apparently. We're going to challenge you. So do you want to be expert presenters?
We're York. We're on your side, mate.
Oh, mate, this is up your street. Doug, I'll be like, I'll bring the stats.
Okay, he absolutely loves touching the ball. I mean, there's no.
Oh, look at that set. Oh, here comes the spike. Oh, great spike from Lancaster. Great spike. Is it out? No.
Really good wrist action from the Lancaster boys there.
So there's a point to Lancaster there, I think it's 7-1. Apparently number 12 used to play volleyball for Hungary, but he was dropped after failing a drugs test. But actually, it's not as stringent rules in the UK, so he's still allowed to play for Roses.
And number 12 is not here to defend himself in that situation.
Gone out, it's another point for Lancaster.
What number is he? What, this
16,
one?
16.
No, this one.
21.
Oh, Oh no! Oh no! See off the water! See off the water! See off! Get rid of it! Get rid of it! Oh no! Kashoom! Kashoom! That's what happens when you say the number 20+1 live on TV. Keep going! Keep going! Keep going! Keep going! Keep going! It's done! It's done! It's done! It's done! Alright, kids.
So it's a very good play. Very good play. Do you know who was really underrated in the York team?
Go on.
Richardson, number 6. Richardson.
He's had a good season, to be fair. He's had a really, really good season.
He's
really
shown
good.
himself on the sets. He's a really good setter.
He's a really good setter. He knows. I think he's been scouted by a few Yorkshire County coaches, hasn't he?
Look at 20+1. He's an absolute.
I'm really good.
Good size. Good size.
He's good size. Good size.
He's without. He's a big guy.
Ed Sheeran lookalike.
Shall we just get?
Yeah. Anyway, so here we go. He's bouncing. Up we go. Up we go. Ooh. Yeah. Good set. Good layup. Good layup. Here we go. And we go over again. There we go. So. Oh, the dummy. The dummy. Yeah. There we go.
That is some expert commentary.
Thank you.
Final question. You're alumni.
Yep.
Not to be rude. Why are you here?
I can't let go.
You can't let go.
Can't let go.
Can't let go.
Can't let go. Best days of your life, uni. Can't let go.
Honestly, you guys, I know you're first year. Sorry, I don't know your situation.
I'm second year.
Second
I think you zoned out after I said Lancaster.
I love Lancaster. It's a lovely town. It's just an average
City.
poor uni. York is an average uni. We all know that. We're all here. We're having a great time. Joel's doing fantastic. Joel will one day go to the big leagues. We all know that. ITV. It's got you written all over it, mate.
BBC.
Nah, you're not BBC. You're not fast enough, mate. The point being, these are the best days of your lives.
I agree.
And I wish I'd done more of this in my time.
So when you were in York, was it like Cuda, Salvos? Were they just still nice outfitters? Were they the big nice outfitters?
You were absolutely wrecked in Fat Fridays last night, so give us a commentary. Give us a commentary.
Fat Fridays. What happened to Fat Fridays, mate?
Guys, we can just talk all night.
Are we not? I thought you were not the last segment. Has Millie Beach arrived?
Millie Beach is here, so we
Oh,
have to leave
good.
it.
I don't like her anyway.
Is the president of you soon?
Millie Beach shouldn't have got voted in. It was an absolute farce. An absolute disgrace.
Millie Beach is the elected president of you
Vote for Bear.
These guys,
Thanks, guys.
lovely
Guys, it's been a
attention.
lovely time.
Thank you so much.
Get wrecked. Really professional.
Cheers,
Joel,
Tom.
you're very swell.
Joel,
thank you very much.
You're going
Nice to meet you, Douglas.
Thank you. Holly leaves the question, just so you know.
Yeah, get right, smash him.
Sure.
No, you keep that staying there. That is staying
Alright,
there.
thanks guys.
Thanks, mate.
I mean, was that a studio bomb? Was that a cat with a studio
I
bomb?
think they win the competition.
I think they won the competition from that. We put them on last for a reason because we knew it would cause absolute havoc in the studio. That's it from us for today. We are back from 10 o'clock in the morning for another edition of Good Morning Roses. Don't forget you can watch all the streams online for the rest of the evening on roseslive.co.uk. From me, John Mitchell, it's goodbye.
And from me, Sarah Hampford, thanks for joining us today.
Good night.
Hi, I'm Holly Gilbert and I'm here at the Athletics ground for the men's first team football match. Congratulations on the win today. What do you think was the reason that you guys performed so well today?
In terms of season's been pretty good, to be honest.
Is it? Yeah.
But I think that's down to the whole team just playing together. I don't think in the whole game anyone got each other's backs, whereas York, everyone was arguing between themselves.
Yeah, the tension got to them.
Yeah, exactly. I've never been in I'm fourth and I've never been in a bit of Lancaster. I played well for the first 40 minutes.
Well done.
Then unfortunately, we were not going to have a go at the ref, but you know, some decisions don't go your way.
Right.
But in terms of, this
But as a
squad,
team, it was...
this squad has been the best squad I've ever played with, and that's down to everyone playing for it.
Well.
Yeah, absolutely fantastic to them. So.
Hi, I'm Holly.
Holly, nice to meet you, James.
How are you feeling about today's game?
Yeah, as a spectator sport today, it was it was the best Roses I've ever been.
Yeah.
I've played in 3 myself, kept 3 clean sheets, but no, today it was just all about the atmosphere.
Yeah.
Absolutely superb. And yeah, the lads, I've never seen a performance like that.
No, that was really positive. Do you think, so this is your last Roses, is it then?
No, I watched as a fan this year. I graduated last year, but yeah, couldn't get enough of the atmosphere, and yeah, the boys didn't disappoint.
No.
Some of the best. That's the best team I've ever witnessed.
Yeah.
Even when I played, so yeah, it was good.
Happy days. So hopefully we'll be back there supporting in Lancaster next year then.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah.
After that, I don't think I can miss it. I don't think I can miss it again.
Alright, well we'll see you there then.
Will do.
Alright, thank you.
Thank you.